Let's imagine aliens come to Earth and take over the entire globe. There's no one to defend the Earth but Kylian Mbappe's mother, who's known for her negotiating skills. She arranged that the aliens would leave the planet under special circumstances. The planet Earth's football team must defeat the aliens in order to make them leave the planet. Applying special technology, the aliens can bring back the dead and rejuvenate the living players for this match. We've decided to help with the lineup. So here's the Planet Earth all-time team. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video and leave a forward comment. Let's go! We decided to go with the classic 4-3-3. Let's start with the first position, the goalkeeper. Lev Yashin is a legendary goalkeeper. His entire career is simply mind-boggling. He rightfully took first place in our video of the best goalkeepers in history, and that's why his candidacy is the most suitable for this role. Lev Yashin is an old-fashioned Soviet who went through wartime, but it was the thing that made him what he was. Yashin was a hockey goalkeeper and even became a champion of the USSR. As for his football achievements, they are countless, but most important of all, a golden ball. Yashin is the only goalkeeper to be awarded this trophy. Lev Yashin's experience and credibility would definitely help the world team play against the extraterrestrial civilization, so he would be the one to defend the goal. Now onto the defensive line. There have been many tough defenders who have destroyed thousands of opponents' chances and won key moments by themselves, so it was hard to decide, but we did it. Let's start with the centre-backs. Centre-back 1, Franco Baresi. Franco Baresi is a true legend of not only Milan, but the whole Italian football itself. Most of you probably didn't witness him playing, but it's safe to say that Baresi is one of the best centre-backs in history. He played a great number of games for AC Milan and the Italian national team, and was a staple for both teams over the last 20 years. When your teammate is Franco Baresi, you don't have to worry about the centre of defence, because the Italian is a wall who can stop anyone. The lineup features two fullbacks, so a no less legendary Franz Beckenbauer is to help Baresi. Centre-back 2, Franz Beckenbauer. When it comes to this player, we see not only a top-class defender with 2 Ballon d'Ors, but also a real team leader. Franz Beckenbauer's career is full of trophies and memorable moments both with the clubs and the national team. A distinctive feature of his game was the ability to join attacks, despite having the defensive role. And thanks to this skill, he managed to score a lot of goals. Franz Beckenbauer is our team captain. Throughout his career, he's done everything in his power to win and never tolerated simulation, not only from opponents, but from the teammates as well. According to Paul Breitner, Beckenbauer regularly raised his voice to his teammates, who were just served their number in his opinion. Due to all these factors, Beckenbauer won't let any of the players to relax and will be vital to support the whole team. Left back, Paolo Maldini. Paolo Maldini, just as Franco Baresi, is a legend of Milan and Italian football in general. Maldini spent over 30 years at Milan, and even now he's part of the team as the club's technical director. Paolo Maldini won all possible trophies with Milan. He's won the Italian League 7 times, the Champions League 5 times, and the UEFA Super Cup 5 times. Paolo also owns a bunch of personal trophies which he deserves by his hard work. Paolo is not only a high-risk defender, but also a rare representative of loyalty, not only to his club but to football in general. As such, Maldini is a 100% player for the world team. Right back, Cafu. Cafu represents the Brazilian football school, which is considered to be one of the most skilled in the world. Their technique, speed and ball handling skills are some of the most important factors for a right back. Cafu's style of play has been copied by many young Brazilian and international players to this day. It was Cafu who changed the concept of right defenders. The Brazilian is the player to make problems for opponents. He was great at defending and regularly passed the ball into the most important area of the pitch, allowing forwards to score and make the difference. Cafu is also a 2-time World Cup champion, meaning he has immense experience of playing in the most important games. All this makes him a guaranteed player of the lineup for the world team. We went through the defensive line, now move on to the link between defense and attack, namely the midfielders. Central midfielder, Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane is not only the top-class coach, but also an incredible footballer. Zizou won a huge number of trophies with both club and national team. The Frenchman won the 1998 FIFA World Cup, and in the same year he got the most prestigious trophy, the Ballon d'Or. Dribbling, tricks, vision and fast attack movements made Zidane the man he is, one of the best midfielders in history. He regularly scored goals and was quite productive. All of this was incredibly important in the transition to an attacking football, in which Zidane can not only be a great playmaker, but also take over the game at the right time. Left midfielder, Johan Cruyff. Every player in the squad is a genuine football legend. Johan Cruyff is certainly no exception. The name Cruyff is familiar to everyone in the Netherlands. A stadium, the Super Cup, and even an asteroid are named after him. And he earned that status because of his brilliant play. In addition to a high football IQ and excellent technique, Cruyff has a game philosophy that he applied both as a player and a manager. Thanks to this philosophy, Cruyff became not only a legendary footballer, but also a great coach. FIFA gave him the 4th place in the list of best managers of the 20th century. The intelligence and ability to create an effective game made Cruyff a tactical leader of the world team. Right midfielder, Maradona. Diego Armando Maradona is one of the first who comes to mind when the best players in history are mentioned, especially if you're from Argentina, as there's an entire region in that country in honor of Diego. He earned all the attention for his talent and amazing play. He was a crucial player for Argentina's gold medal at the 1986 World Cup. Despite his pomposity and avoidance of defense, Maradona will be an integral part of the team. After all, he's a player of remarkable talent and an amazing commitment. And especially with players like Zidane and Cruyff, the Argentine will reveal himself even stronger and will be a great reinforcement of the attacking trio. So, there remains those players who must make the difference, the attacking line. There are a lot of cool forwards, but these guys are the best. Centre forward, Pelé. If you ask who Pelé is, you're unlikely to find anyone who doesn't know him. The Brazilian is a true phenomenon and a marvel of world football. The only man to win the World Cup 3 times, the best footballer of the 20th century, one of the most effective scorers in history. In addition, Pelé was listed by the Times as one of the 100 most influential people in the world. The way he played was unexplainable. It was virtually impossible to stop him. The national team simply couldn't do without the Brazilian. Pelé will be excellent at sharpening and will surely score extraordinary goals as he has done throughout the career. Left winger, Cristiano Ronaldo. There was no doubt about the choice of the left winger. Cristiano Ronaldo at his peak was a goal-scoring machine that almost every team dreamed of. The amount of goals he scored in a season is something not achieved by many in their entire careers. Moreover, the Portuguese is still the top scorer in history. He's also the holder of 5 golden balls, behind only one other man. Now imagine how many Ronaldo can score with such a cool lineup. We all know Cristiano is brilliant at playing with his head, especially when they give nice crosses. Players like Cafu and Cruyff will be able to implement that easily. Therefore, it will be Cristiano Ronaldo to score goals and make the difference. Right winger, Messi. And the last player in the lineup will not celebrate the victory over the aliens, as he is the extraterrestrial as well, Lionel Messi. There is no way the team could do without the Argentinian. Indeed, if we talk about the best player in history, he's the first one to come to mind. The number of his achievements boggles the mind. Nobody will get 7 golden balls for many years to come. But it's not even statistics that is the key indicator when it comes to the discussion about Leo. His game is something incredible. The way he feels the pitch and his every move is something that cannot be explained. Being only 170 centimeters tall, he outplays the most powerful defenders in the world with amazing ease. His goals can be watched endlessly, and his team play is an art. With all this in mind, it is unequivocally clear that this team cannot do without Messi. Manager, Sir Alex Ferguson. This team is made up of the best players in the history, but without proper guidance and cohesion, they won't be able to play their best game. So we definitely need a better coach, and that's Sir Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex is an incredibly respected figure in football. This is a man who showed incredible job throughout his coaching career, working for both short and long-term results, and Ronaldo is a bright representative. Most likely, Sir Alex will have no problem finding an approach to everyone. Under his guidance, the aliens will be destroyed. Here we've lifted the lineup of the world team, Now let's briefly run through the players on the bench for the reinforcement. The second goalkeeper will definitely be Gianluigi Buffon. As defenders, we'll have a foursome of players such as Sergio Ramos, Roberto Carlos, Virgil van Dijk and Dani Carvajal. And those are four very tough players who will do their best to win. The midfield is no less famous and tough than the players in the lineup. We'll have Xavi, Iniesta and Michel Platini. And in attack, Mbappe, Neymar and Ronaldo, the Brazilian, will be the insurance. The reserve lineup is so good that they'll have no problem playing on equally with the starting lineup, which tells us that Alex Ferguson will not necessarily need to make only 4 substitutions. He'll easily restructure the game in any way he likes, using substitute players. And no aliens would win this game. There you have it, the best squad in the history of football. Who do you think should also be included there? Or maybe you have a different vision? Be sure to write it in the comments below.